So the Model Y standard starts at $39,990. That car was the standard the other day when I was filming it, but not anymore. The last 24 hours, Tesla decided to trash the name standard completely and introduce a whole new model. What used to be called the standard is now simply the rear wheel drive. And the new one is the all-wheel drive. Everything that we'll be going over in this video will apply to the new all-wheel drive model as well. The new all-wheel drive starts at $41,990. And with that, let's get back to all the differences between the base trim Model Ys and the premium ones. Then the next step up is the premium rear-wheel drive at $44,990. And the next step up is what we have here, which is the dual motor premium. And this starts at $48,990. And with the new standard, you get 321 miles of estimated range. The next step up is the Model Y premium rear-wheel drive long range at 357 miles. And stepping up to the longer range all-wheel drive premium, you're back down to 327 miles. So not that much difference from the all-wheel drive dual motor and the standard range. So the new Model Y standard only comes in 3 colors. I got the diamond black over here, which is an extra $1,500 option. You can also get the pearl white for $1,000, and the stealth gray is included. You get these new 18-inch wheels with new covers. What do you guys think about these new covers? They definitely look cheaper compared to the premium ones. You can get the 19-inch wheels that come with the premium for an extra $1,500 more. So let's see what they look like underneath the hubcap. Alright, so underneath the hubcap, we got steelies on a Tesla. I wonder what it would look like if you just took them all off and just had steelies on a Tesla. It might be actually pretty cool. We don't have the full-length LED light bar anymore. We do have a totally new look to the front end because of it. And in my opinion, it still looks like a handsome car. And now over here is where the headlights are. These are not the matrix LED headlights that the premium ones have. I've yet to try them at night. I do have to say they do look pretty sleek. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the new front end of the standard Model Y. This is the front of the premium car, and as you can see, it's completely covered. It's full of sound deadening, and it's nicely pointed. This is the front of the base, and as you can see here, it's completely different. We don't have all that covering, and it's right down to the bare metal over here. You have this like a thin fiberglass kind of material that the front is made out of, and it looks like it's smaller too. It doesn't look like it can fit a carry-on, but we'll have to see. So apparently you can fit a carry-on in the front. You just got to position it this way where it's on its side, but it will fit. The standard's mirrors are manual folding, while the premium ones are automatic. In the back, we have a much simpler design with these minimalist taillights right here. We don't have that center reflective light strip anymore. But again, I still think it's still a pretty handsome car. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. So on the interior, you have first ever in a Tesla, a cloth seat. Well, most of it's cloth. It's got a leatherette material. And I think the leatherette material is a little bit different from the premium too. It's not as soft, but the seat is still pretty comfortable, I have to say. You are losing the cooled option. These seats can't be cooled, but they are heated seats. You can't control them from the side anymore. You adjust them through the screen. So it still has the same contours as the premium seat. So it's very comfortable, and the driver's seat has lumbar support that you can adjust as well. Also in the interior, there is a glass roof, but you can't see it from the inside. It's completely blocked off, which in my opinion, some families don't exactly need a glass roof, especially if you got little kids. So this might be a good option for a lot of people. But it is weird that there is a glass roof, you just can't see through it. There is no more ambient LED light bar that goes the whole way through the front of the car. Gone is the massive center console, and you're replaced with this big tub right here. That might even be better for some mommies out there. the steering wheel is manual adjust, like that. On a Tesla, who would have thought? There's different materials on the interior. Like here on the wireless charging pad, we have a rubberized material compared to the Alcantara type material on the Premium. Here on the door, the material here on the top is the same leatherette material as the Premium, but when you go down here, now you find some cheap plastics. Listen to that. Definitely can't find any cheap plastics in the Premium interior, but this whole lower portion right here is definitely cheap, which is definitely not a deal breaker because it's down here, and you get that with like BMWs and Audis. Really, on the Standard we only have single pane glass. On the Premium we have dual pane glass, which makes it a lot quieter. Right here in the back seat we no longer have a screen for the kids, which might be a good thing because your kids might have a little screen addiction. And we also have manual vents out here in the back, which is kind of new for a Tesla. Manual vents. Looks like you have a center armrest console, but look, it's actually the back of the seat, so not very premium right here, but you do have a couple of cup holders. Also, you don't have any pockets here in the back of the seats. So here in the Standard you get a 7-speaker audio system, no subwoofer, but you get an amplifier, as opposed to the Premium Model Y sound system with 15 speakers, 2 amplifiers, and a subwoofer. Though the Premium Model Y sound system is definitely sublime. I gotta say, this 7-speaker sound system here is not bad. It was pretty darn good listening to music on the way over here. Pretty good clarity and decent bass too. And the best thing about it, the cabin didn't rattle at all. The cabin was completely silent. However, you do still get the awesome 15.4-inch touchscreen display that's on the Premium Model Y. And with this screen, you can pretty much do everything that the Premium Model Y can. So technology-wise, you're not missing out on much. You get pretty much the same exact infotainment system as the Premium, except for one thing, oddly enough. You don't get an AM/FM radio in the Standard. So the Model Y Standard has the same hardware for computer and all the cameras as the Premium Model Y, which means you can use them standard with full self-driving supervised with a monthly subscription. And those were all the differences between the base Model Ys and the Premium ones. Click on this video over here to see the full review of the base Model Y. My name's AK and you're tuning into AK's Thoughts. I'm trying to get my first 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so go ahead and help me out by clicking the red subscribe button so you can see more videos as soon as they come out. I truly appreciate it. So go ahead and watch the review right over here. Peace!